The Cage family has ranched about 70 miles from the Texas-Mexico border for 3 generations. And as far back as they can remember, they've seen undocumented migrants crossing into their land.
Certainly, I am for adding to the border wall in strategic places. I'm not for building the entire wall, as some people think that's trying to be done.
Despite installing water stations to prevent dehydration,
we have emergency beacons. We're trying to save lives. And what I want to do is save the children's lives.
The well-worn route through their land remains in part because human smugglers guide the migrants around a checkpoint 6 miles away. How do you feel about when you hear those sounds of the children crying that they want their mothers, their fathers, and you know how this has torn families apart?
To me, the parents are being irresponsible. And I think it's terrible that they are using their children as pawns to gain access to our country.
According to U.S. Customs and Border Protection, 2,235 families have been apprehended at the border since the beginning of May, leaving nearly 2,340 children designated as unaccompanied. Dr. Jim Vickers is a 6th-generation Texan and says he's fed up with the border problems. What do you think of the current policy that separates children from their parents?
I think it's fantastic. I mean, we cannot sustain this.
Because he's seen undocumented migrants die on the properties here, he believes the president's policy is humanitarian.
But the kids are taken well taken care of. They're fed properly, they're clothed properly.
But they're not with their parents.
They're not with their parents, but the parents still can call them.
That's good enough?
I would say yes.
Ranchers on the front lines hoping this policy holds. Kerry Sanders, NBC News, Val Furious, Texas.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.